Hey team, welcome to this week's class. Make sure before we get started, your uniform is on. You're gonna need your nunchucks, of course, and you're gonna need your gloves too for our workout today. So I'll give you a second to do that. Remember, next week is strike week, so we have one more self-defense and learn. In today's class, we'll do some review, and then next week, you'll be ready to test. Okay, let's bow in together. Ready, natural stance? And attention! Left leg steps, bend your knees, make a fist, cover it, feet together, and bow. And relax stance. Repeat after me. Say, to build true confidence, I must have knowledge in the mind, honesty in the heart, and strength in the body. Winners never quit. Quitters never win. I choose to be a black belt. All right, wonderful team. Remember, before you pick up your nunchucks, you're going to bow first. So bow, pick up your chucks. For right now, it doesn't matter what hand you're holding them in. Just make sure, so we're building good habits, we're holding it close to the top, right? So we've talked about before, top is by the string, other side is the bottom. We're gonna hold it close to the top. So, put your right leg behind you, hands up, start bouncing nice and light, and we're gonna just get our legs, our hips warmed up. When I say go, back leg, asa, inside crescent kick, big circle. We'll do 7 of them. Ready, 1, boom, and then right back. Keep bouncing, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And switch your feet, ready, so start bouncing again, same thing, left leg this time. I want you focused on, especially if you're a black belt, that knee coming up first, really good chamber. And 1, reset, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Good, switch your feet, all right, keep moving. This time we're doing an outside crescent kick. So, still gonna use your back leg, but inside, I'm hitting with the big toe side of my foot. Outside, I'm hitting with the outside or the pinky side of my foot. So I come around the other way. Let's do it slow to start. Take your right knee, lift it across your body, and then from there we kick. Awesome, let's do it one more time. Knee up, and kick. Okay, start moving. So when I say go, back leg, outside crescent kick now. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Perfect. Switch your feet. Keep moving. Same thing. Left leg now, one time together. Bring it up and across, and then you're going to bring it back. Boom, asa. Okay, start moving. And 1, 2, 3. Nice, make sure your hands are up, chuck is by your face. 4, 5, 6, and 7. Wonderful, guys, we're really lucky today. We have Mr. Justin here with us. Mr. Justin, he's the head instructor at our Fairmount location. He's going to come out and help us for our next part of the warm-up. So come on up, sir. And team, all we're going to start, kind of like last week, Mr. Justin's going to get into his horse stance. We're going to start with our chucks in our right hand. And then all you're going to work on, we'll do it one time really slow. He's going to bring it across to his hip. Yeah, perfect. Other hip, up, and then we're going to catch. So remember that left hand slides across, and then we switch, boom, other side. And then we're going hip, hip, shoulder, right hand slides across, catch, boom, other side. So what you're working on is really good horse stance. He's going to go for the next 30 seconds. Just hip, hip, shoulder, release and switch to the other side, just back and forth. Okay, start working, sir. Yep, so you're going to check right now, make sure your knees are bent nice and low. And then when you're reaching, the mistake people make sometimes, they try to like reach like behind their back or something. You reach in front, right where your belly button is. Love it, sir. Let's go for 10 more seconds. If you can, start to go a little bit faster once you got the rhythm of it. Yeah, try to go faster than Mr. Justin. Amazing. Oh, so good. Perfect time. Okay, guys, so we've talked about these past couple of weeks. 2 things. Number 1, best workout for you is whenever your mind and your body are both working together. Number 2, the way you know you've really mastered a skill like this is you can do it while you're doing something else. So here's your first challenge. You're gonna have your hands up, you're doing your ski jumps just side to side, but at the same time, you need to go hip, hip, shoulder switch, boom, Mr. Justin's doing it. Okay, ready, we'll go for 30 seconds. And go! So you got hip, hip, shoulder, switch. Oh, remember that switch too? Yeah, there you go. So yeah, if you're still working, you can just work on that hip, hip, shoulder. But if you got it, get that switch in every time. Amazing. Try to stay in a really good rhythm, just back and forth, back and forth. Wonderful. Time. Okay, next level. Now you're going front and back. So same thing, you're going hip, hip, shoulder, switch, but back and forth, front and back this time. You're gonna wait till level 3, you're gonna love it. Okay, but level 2, front and back. Ready, go. Boom, 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 switch. Oh my goodness, amazing. So team, remember, you can, if you need to modify, get really good at that hip, hip, shoulder first, just in one hand. But if you got it, get that switch in every time. Let's go for 10 more seconds. Boom. This is what we're adding to our kata. We did a little bit last week. I'll work on it again this week. Time. Okay, level 3. Now listen, if you're still working on level 1 or level 2, stick with that for this last round. But level 3, you're going to make a square with your jumps. So you go forward, side, back, and the other side, right? The 4 points in a square. At the same time, though, you need to get hip, hip, shoulder, switch, and then boom, back and forth. Teammates, you're going to lose something at some point. That's okay. That's the point of this drill. Just working on that focus. So you're in a square, all 4 corners, hip, hip, shoulder, switch. All right, 30 seconds, team, go. Yeah, try not to make your square a triangle at any point. Oh my goodness. Remember, team, you can always go back to level 1 or level 2. But for any like my teenagers, my future demo team members, level 3 is ready to be working. Remember, if you bonk yourself in the face, you're just going to say, that's a good one. And then keep going along. 10 more seconds. Come on, push through. If you're working level 1 or level 2, scale it up. Go to the next step. And time. Nice. See, you guys can put your nunchucks down for now. Mr. Justin, I'll call you back in a minute. Teammates, before we learn our new self-defense, let's do a really quick review on what we're going to be testing on next week. Right? So the first one is Chinese Cobra. Remember, Chinese Cobra, the attack was a right and then a left hook. So let's do it together. We're here, our hands are up. Our left leg steps back, my right hand does an inward block. So from here, the other punch comes in. I slide up, I block, I rake, and I middle knuckle all at the same time, right? Same hand, that's rake in the face, palm down, grab the groin, rip up, elbow, asa, and then cover out. Let's try it again. So Chinese Cobra, remember the attack is that right, left hook. So we're here. Left leg back, right hand blocks, ready, 1, slide in, block, rake, and punch, 2, palm down, 3, grab, elbow, 4, and cover out. We're going to go for the next 30 seconds. If you know it, just practice on your own. If you're stuck, follow along with me. But we're going to go for 30 seconds. Ready? Step back, soup, 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 up, step back up, soup, 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 up, stop back up, soup, 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 up, stop back up. Get a few more reps in black belts. Make sure you're working it on the left side too, right? So you practice side A and side B. Step back left, right inward block, block, rake, and punch, down, ups, boom, cover out. Okay, time. Next one, team, sweeping serpent. Remember sweeping serpent? Someone was coming in with a kick. You block the kick. Boom. They follow up with a punch. So let's work it together. My hands are up. I'm going to step up with my left leg. Right hand does the block. Remember, most important part of any self-defense is not getting hit, right? Getting your body out of the way. So hands are up. Left leg steps up. Right hand blocks. Ready? 1. Now that punch comes towards my face. The same hand, should be your right one, is going to block. Other hand punches. Remember the punch, regular fist, side fist, right? So your fist is up and down. Right hand grabs the shoulder. Right leg, you're kicking down behind the knee. Asa, and then cover out. So let's do it again. Sweeping serpent. So left leg steps up. Right hand is going to do the block. Ready? 1. Now the punch comes in. Same one. Block and punch. 2. Grab the shoulder. Kick behind the knee. And cover out. Let's do it again. I'll face the same way as you. Ready? We're here. So left leg, right hand. Downward block. 1. Now the punch is coming towards my face. block and punch 2. Check your fist right now. Make sure it's a side fist, right? You should be able to give a thumbs up. That's how you know you're in the right position. Right hand grabs the shoulder. My black belts especially, think about grabbing and anchoring down, right? You're trying to drop their shoulder in. Right leg, boom, kicks behind the knee, and then get out of there. Okay, 30 seconds, we're gonna work on it. If you know it, practice at your own speed. If you need some help, follow along with me. We're here, step up, soup, soup, asa. Stop back up. Soup, soup, asa. Stop back up. Remember, left leg steps, right hand blocks. Soup, soup, asa. Stop back up. One little extra when you're thinking about that downward block. Remember, you could block with the pinky side of your arm, which is fine. The challenge with that is really easy to break that bone there. If you turn your block so you're hitting with the padded side, probably a little bit safer for you. Let's go 10 more seconds. Soup, soup, asa. Stop back up. Last one, left leg, right hand. Soup, unwind, soup, asa. Stop back up. Wonderful, team. Okay, so Chinese Cobra, Sweeping Serpent, they're the old ones. New one we're working on this week is called Crashing Elbows. Crashing Elbows, the attack is a straight left punch. Mr. Justin, can I borrow you again, sir?
Yes, sir.
So, team, what you're going to do, Mr. Justin's punching you with his left hand. I'm going to step back here. Soup, 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 asa. Stop back up. So one more time, just the other way. So, he punches left, I step back left, and I block right. Ready? Soup, 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 asa. Stop back up. Thank you, sir. I'll see you later. Okay, team, crashing elbows. Remember, you need to step back left, block right, right? It's a left straight punch coming in. So, if we do it together, we're here. My left leg steps back, my right hand blocks. 1. Let's reset, do it again. Step back left, right hand blocks. Ready? Soup. From here, it's called crashing elbows. The way I remember it is my elbow is crashing into their body. So I'm not going to step, I'm just going to shuffle elbow right into the ribs. Good. Let's do it again. So left leg steps back, right hand is going to block. Ready? 1. From here, I shuffle in, I elbow with my back arm. 2. Same hand that just elbowed, I'm going to back knuckle right into their kidneys, right behind the back. 3. Let's do it again. So, step back left, right hand blocks here. Slide in, elbow. Same hand, back knuckle. And now the other one's all queued up. I can strike behind the head. I could strike into the shoulder blade. And then get out of there. Let's do it again. Crashing elbows. Step back left, right hand blocks. Ready? 1. Slide in, elbow 2. Bunch 3. Back knuckle 4. And cover out. Let's do it again all together. We'll face the same way. So, left leg steps back, right hand blocks. Here, boom, slide in, elbow, same hand, back knuckle. And now I switch, palm, and cover out. Let's do it a few more times. Ready? Left leg back, right hand blocks. Make sure this hand's up in front of your face, knees are bent a little bit. Slide in, elbow. Same one, like an open in a door. Just opens up to that back knuckle. And now you can see my body is all turned. I'm going to unwind to get to that palm strike and cover out. Ready? Soup, 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 asa. Stop back up. Soup, 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 asa. Stop back up. So a few more together. Left leg back, right hand blocks. Ready? 1. Slide in. Elbow 2, same hand, back knuckle 3, palm, and get out of there. Again, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, and cover out. Okay, team, so that's number 3. So next week when you test, you're testing on Sweeping Serpent, Chinese Cobra, and Crashing Elbows. For your homework this week, you're going to send a video to your instructor of you doing this week's self-defense, doing crashing elbows for that straight left punch. Okay, now pick up your chucks again, please. Okay, let's keep working on chuck kata. So remember, we're going to start with our nunchucks in our right hand. We're holding close to the top, right? So we said before, the top is where the string is. We're going to bring our feet together. Left hand comes up, right hand comes up, big bow. look to the left, step out, chop, punch, bring it over your shoulder. 1, 2, 3. So that catch, that's what we're working on now. Boom, we switch to the other side, right? Kind of like we did in our warm-up. So let's just get to that part again. Ready? Here, left hand up, right hand up, back. Look first, step out, chop, punch. I think you should all be really good at that by now. Chop comes up, hip, shoulder. I catch with my left, boom, I switch, put it in my left. Let's do it one more time, and then we're gonna add a few more moves. So, chuck in your right hand, feet together, one hand, two hands, boom, back. Look to the left, step out, chop, and punch. Chuck comes up, 1, 2, 3, and then we switch, so it's in my left hand. Okay, just watch first. The next thing we're gonna do, that outside crescent kick from the warm-up. You're gonna take your right leg, you're gonna outside crescent kick. When you kick, you need to kick directly in front of you, right where you started. So the mistake people make, if they kick this way, you gotta kick right to the front, and then you're gonna land facing the other direction. Let's do that together. So, chuck in your right, feet are here, left hand up, right hand up, bow, look to the left, step out, chop, punch, chuck comes over top, hip, shoulder, I switch, so now the chuck's in my left hand, it's gonna stay in my left hand. My right leg, I'm kicking right where I started. Outside crescent kick, and then I land facing the other direction. We're not gonna work on it this week, but the next part, if you're ready, you go hip, shoulder, and switch, and you end up back in your right? But only if you have the first couple, worry about that next section. Okay, let's do it again. Ready? Chucks in your right, feet together, left hand up, right hand up, bow. Remember, look first, step with your left leg, chop, punch. Check your forward stance right now. Front knee is bent, back leg is straight. Chuck comes up, hip, shoulder, I grab, I switch, so it's in my left. Right leg kicks in front of me, boom, end up facing the other direction, right? So if you remember the numbers on a clock, we start facing 12 o'clock. My first section goes to 9 o'clock. My second section, when I land with that kick, goes towards 3 o'clock. Let's do it 2 more times. Here, take a deep breath. Let it out. Left hand, right hand, bow. Look first, boom, so I'm looking towards the number 9. Step out, chop, punch, bring it up. Hip, shoulder, switch. So now remember, so my left, my kick though is going to the 12, going right in front of me. Boom, kick, I land facing number 3. So before you do anything else, check your stance. Your right knee should be bent right now. Your left leg is going to be straight. And if you were to keep going, it would just be left hand, hip, shoulder, boom, switch and get to your right side. Okay, one more time. Feet together, left hand, right hand, bow, look to the left, step out, chop, punch, bring it up. 1, 2, 3, I switch, boom in my left, right leg, right in front of me, pow, end up facing this way, and if you keep going, hip, shoulder, switch, get back to your right side. Okay, guys, take their chucks, lay them down, you'll need them again in a minute. Everyone just take a knee. Whew. Okay, so lesson of the week this week. I first heard this story a few years ago at a seminar I was at, and it really stuck with me. It's about a dandelion. You know those little weeds that grow all over your garden that are kind of annoying, kind of a pest? And what's interesting, if you've ever tended to a garden, you know a couple things about dandelions. Number 1, they grow everywhere. I've even seen one grow out of the concrete in our parking lot in front of the karate school. These things are resilient. And where some flowers, like an orchid, though it's so beautiful, it needs the perfect soil, the perfect temperature, the perfect amount of water, the perfect amount of sunlight. A dandelion is a fighter, is resilient. It can grow anywhere, it survives anything. And I thought to myself, well, if we're going to be any kind of flower, the flower we want to be is a dandelion, right? Because that is just the epitome of grit and perseverance. And we've talked so much these past couple months about how you've shown this incredible grit already. You made it so far in your training, you've been doing so well. The key is that we know, listen, the next couple of months aren't going to be any easier. Whether you're dealing with virtual schooling, work is different, the way we're learning is different, the stress of a new routine come September, and it's easy to get frustrated, to lose consistency, whether it's with your martial arts training, whether it's, if you're working on your own fitness goals, or maybe reading, or even other sports. But what we also know is that past success, a lot of times, gives us the confidence for future success. So when you're feeling frustrated, when you're feeling challenged, when you're feeling overwhelmed these next couple months, you gotta remember a couple things. Number one, you've already been doing it, right? You've already shown such good grit. Of course you can keep going. And number two, if you're gonna remember anything, remember to be like the dandelion, to be resilient. Even when things get tough, you don't just wither and die, you figure out how to grow in any situation, in any circumstance, in any environment. Okay, what you need to do, Mr. Justin's gonna come back out for our workout team. You're gonna grab your chucks, so grab your chucks if you put them somewhere else. And then our workout format today is gonna be 21, 15, and then 9. So if you're newer to class, remember all that means you do 21 of everything, then you do 15 of everything, and then you do 9 of everything, and that's how you get through your set. So we're just gonna go one exercise at a time, and then we'll kind of count it out together. We're starting with those outside pressing kicks. So today, Mr. Justin, he's gonna be kicking here on the Wavemaster. If you have a bag at home, fantastic. If you don't worry about it. You're just gonna start moving, and then boom, right where you are. You're gonna do 21 of them. So, Mr. Justin, you're up, sir. Just count for us as you're going, hands are up. All right, teammates, listen. Go as fast as you can, but a good goal would be to race Mr. Justin on the screen. Okay, start moving. All right, 21 outside pressing kicks, sir. Go.
1, awesome. 2, awesome. 3,
Make sure your hands are up, chucks by your face.
5, 6, 7.
Yeah, great. All right, guys, you can hear the thud on the bag every time he kicks. Amazing.
10, 11.
Good, we're halfway there.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
Awesome, so ready to start counting. Team at home, if you're done, stay light on your feet. Keep moving. If you're catching up, get through your 21. We'll give you like 15 seconds before we go to our next set. Our next set, though, for those that are ready, it's going to be jab, cross, and then back leg knee. Remember, we've talked about when you're striking with your nunchuck, you're not punching with your knuckles, you're actually striking with the chuck, right? The top part. If you're hitting a bag, that's hitting the bag. If you're punching kind of on your own, boom, it's reaching out. Okay, sir, so jab, cross, knee. My team at home, front jab, back cross, back knee. We're doing 21. Okay, start going, sir, go.
1, soup, awesome.
Love it.
2, soup, awesome. 3, soup, awesome. 4, soup, awesome. 5, soup, awesome.
Great, keep those hands up, reach with that knee. Boom, right in front.
7, soup, awesome. 8, soup, awesome. 9, soup, awesome. 10, soup, awesome. 11, soup, awesome. 12, soup, awesome. 13, soup, awesome. 14, soup, awesome. 15, soup, awesome.
Let's go, come on, 6 more, keep going.
17, awesome. 18, 19, awesome. 20, awesome.
One more.
Awesome.
Love it, start bouncing again, team. Guys, if you're still working, finish up. We'll give you a few more seconds. Next round, guys, we're doing drop squats with our nunchucks. We did this a few weeks ago. Mr. Justin's gonna have his chucks overhead. He squats down, touches the ground, and then back up. Remember, when you're doing a squat, team, a couple of important things. Number one, you keep your chest up, right? The mistake people make, they kind of just bend their back. A really good way to hurt their back. Second mistake people make is they rock up on their toes, kind of like Michael Jackson, right? We want to make sure, if anything, it's the opposite. Your weight is on your heel. You should be able to wiggle your toes when you get to the bottom. So, chucks them overhead, they touch the ground, 21 of them. Okay, team, let's do them together. Ready, get set, go!
1,
Perfect, all the way down.
2,
If you want to level up, add a little jump at the top, and Mr. Justin's going to show us.
4,
Oh, amazing, so good.
5,
Love it, keep going.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18,
other leg. So get in your guard stance, start moving, back leg, 15, and go.
1,
Awesome, sir, great power.
2, 3, 4,
Some of my black belts, you might want to work on a spin outside crescent kick.
7,
Yeah, just like that, amazing.
8,
Or remember, stick, boom, just regular outside is cool too.
11, 12,
Love it, a couple more.
13, 14, 15.
Nice, back to bouncing. Give yourself a second to kind of undizzy. Then we're getting to left side. Jab, cross, knee. 15 of them. 1, 2, 3. Okay, as soon as you're ready, start 15.
1, awesome.
Good, reach with that knee, just like Mr. Justin did.
2, awesome. 3, awesome. 4, awesome.
Hands up,
5,
chest up.
6, 7, awesome. 8, awesome. 9, awesome. 10, awesome. 11, 12, awesome. 13, 14, awesome.
Go, one
15,
more.
awesome.
Good, start bouncing again. Okay, listen, if you're done, get right to it. 15 drop squats. If you're catching up, we'll give you a few seconds, but then we're overhead, touch, and back down. Okay, start 15, ready, go.
1,
Boom, touch every time.
2,
Make sure your eyes are up.
3,
You should be able to see us for every squat.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Woo! Okay, back to moving. Now let's go. One more round. So now we do 9 of everything. 9 outside crescent kicks. Guys, start as soon as you're ready. As soon as you're ready, Mr. Justin, go.
1, 2,
Good. Make sure you're striking that bag hard if you're hitting a target.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay, let's not rest. Right to jab, cross, knee, 9 of them. Go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
One more.
9.
Woo! And then right to your squats. Go. No break. No break. Come
One.
on, right to it, all the way down. If you're leveling up, add that jump.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Woo! Okay, shake it out, team. We'll give you a chance to catch up if you need to. Then we're moving on to round 2. So we start back over. 21, 15, 9. You're going to be doing 3 exercises. Your first one is going to be inside. You can put it down, or you can keep it up outside crescent kick, right? So if we're striking a bag, we're going to miss it on purpose. On the first one, we strike on the second one, right? You can either work on your balance or kick, put it down, then bring it back. Round 2 is going to be Supermans with your nunchucks. So what you're going to do, you're going to be on your belly. Your chucks are in front of you, just up and down. Then, whew, that's what's going to be awesome. You're going to be in push-up position. You're doing transformers. Just down, up. If you want to scale it up, add a push-up every time. Remember, you can add that push-up in, take it out whenever you want. Okay, whew, it's a great workout, guys. Mr. Justin, you're up, sir. We're starting with those inside, outside pressing kicks. 21 kicks as soon as you're ready.
1,
Boom. It's gonna take a little bit higher every time. Yeah, nice. I'll count it up, sir. You can hit hard. 3, 4. Yeah, the guy's just gonna oscillate every time that bag's moving. I love it. Ready? 5. Keep going, sir. You got it. Wonderful, wonderful. Keep going. So, guys, make sure your hands are up, right? You're striking if you can. Keep your leg in the air. If you're not working on that, no big deal. Put it down every time, too. It's cool. Woo, guys, it's a killer workout. Love it. Almost there. Nice. Remember, guys, rest when you have to. Start when you can, right? Take a couple of deep breaths, and then, boom, get right back into it. Let's go. Almost there. 15. Boom. 6 more good ones. 16. 17. You got it. 18, 19, 2 more team, come on, make your best. Wonderful, guys, next round, Mr. Justin's gonna count out for me. So remember, we're doing 21 of those Supermans. Arms out, you're on your belly, boom, and start going.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
Woo! Okay, team, next round, guys, we got those Transformers. Same thing, Mr. Justin's gonna count it. You wanna make sure you're challenging yourself to add that push-up. Your back is straight the whole time. Another way to kind of make the exercise a little bit different, if you go down 1, 2, go down the other way, so kind of reverse which arm drops each time. Okay, 21. Ready?
1, 2, 1, 2, keep it going. 3, 4, 5, make sure you keep alternating. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're adding a push-up in, team. It's a challenge. Do a transformer, then do a push-up. 13, 14, 15, 16, come on, team, you're almost there. 17, 18, 19, 20, one more, team, keep it up. And 21.
Woo! Shake it out a little bit, team. I love it. Okay, we're back up. 15 of those inside outside. I'm sure, yeah, you just hang over there, sir. Okay, back leg. Remember, miss, strike on the second one. You're counting, sir?
Yes, sir.
1,
2, try to get as high as Central Michael. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Team, give up the energy, nice and strong. 1, 11, 1, 2, 4 more. 12, 13, 14, 15.
Woo! Bounce it out, team. If you're catching up, Mr. Justin's gonna be down for our Supermans. 15 Supermans. Ready, and go!
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Love it.
11,
Oh, I'm sorry, yeah, 15. Keep going.
13, 14, 15.
Nice, I got out some of them. Okay, 15 Transformers. Shake it out. Everyone take a deep breath in. Let it out. One more time. In. And out. Okay, you're up, sir. 15 when you're ready. Boom. 1. Try to keep that back nice and straight. Make sure your hips aren't moving too much. 3. 4. 5. Amazing, team. Let's go. If those knees drop, get them back up, get back to it. Okay, I think we're on 10 over here. Keep going. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Nice job. Bounce it out, guys. Catch your breath. Okay, we're finishing with 9 of everything. 9 of those kicks, 9 Supermans, 9 of those Transformer push-ups. You ready, sir?
Sir.
All right, guys, this is our last set. Let's make this one our best. Be like that dandelion, where you're resilient in the face of adversity. Resilient when there's challenges. Okay, 9, and go!
Awesome.
Love it.
Awesome. 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 4.
5. Let's go, come on. We only got 3 more. Last one. Woo! Okay, come on, 9 Supermans. As soon as you're ready, get down and go. So good for your core.
6, 7, 8, 9.
Love it, and then boom, try to pop up, get right to those Transformers. This is it for today. Go ahead, sir, as soon as you're ready.
1.
Remember, adding that level up will be that extra push-up. Yeah,
3.
amazing.
4. 5.
Let's go, 4 more.
6. 7. 8.
Last one.
9.
Woo! Nice work, team. If you're finishing, finish up. Mr. Justin, thank you, sir. You're out of here. Teammates, we're going to stretch out for a second. And then one more really cool thing we're going to work on. Take your arms, circle forward. Whew, if you're finishing, let's go. Don't give up on yourself. Finish up. Circle back. Take one arm, reach across. Should feel good after those transformers. Focus on your breath, your nice deep cleansing breaths. Switch other side. Today's workout, no joke, team. Remember, next week is strike week, so you test on Chinese cobra, sweeping serpent, and crashing elbows. Spread your feet apart, reach down to the center. Go over to one side. Think about, remember, not just your head, but your chest. Trying to touch your leg. Reach over to the other side. Back to the middle. Come up nice and slow. Okay, last thing we're going to work on before we leave today is our figure 8 strike. So what I want you to do, take your nunchuck in your right hand, and we'll start really easy. We'll actually trace a figure 8 in the sky, or an 8 in the sky, right? So you're here, just make an 8, and I want you to trace it with your whole arm. Yep, boom. So just imagine like circle at the top, like a snowman. Circle at the bottom. Okay, so a figure 8 is really an 8 turned on its side, or like an infinity symbol, right? So now what I want you to do is make that same 8, trace it with your chuck, but make that 8 like it's taking a nap, like it's laying down. Yep, so just up and down, just back and forth, your figure 8s. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so now we gotta get fancy. So it doesn't matter if you start left hand or right hand first when you're practicing, but you're gonna make that same 8 shape, but now with just one nunchuck, right? So all you're gonna do, you're holding both, just dangle one and make that same 8. Yep, so just up and down. It almost reminds me of like rowing like a boat or like a kayak or something, right? Just back and forth. Now the key, what you wanna do over time, right now, we're making this really big circle. What you really want it to be is a much smaller circle where it's less of your arm and more of your wrist doing the work, right? So as you get comfortable with this motion, start making it just a little bit tighter and a little bit tighter where you're just here, right? And then remember, once you have one side, you gotta get that other side too. But as you're working the other side, build the same way. Start just with tracing. Once you have that, let it go, make that big circle. And then once you have that, you just try to make it a little bit tighter so it's more wrist and less arm. And you're just turning your figure 8, right? We're gonna need that skill, especially my senior black belts. You're really gonna need that skill when we get to level 3 of the form. And then once you're here, this is kind of like bonus for today, you have your figure 8 and you wanna stop it, you're just gonna take the top of your chuck where the string is, just point it to the ceiling, and just let it fall in your hand. So let's take like 20 seconds to work on our figure 8s, and then there's one more thing I want to show you, especially, like this is like level 2 after this, but let's get here first. So start big, and then as you get comfortable and you have a good shape, just start making it more wrist and less arm until it's just wrist, and you're there, right? Boom. And remember, if you bonk yourself, post it on YouTube, I would love to see it, just kidding. Say that was a good one, and then do it again. And when you're ready to catch, boom, just point it up to the ceiling. Okay, so here's the challenge for today. If you have your regular figure 8, you need to work on a reverse figure 8. And all a reverse is your chuck is just going in the opposite direction, right? So if I was going up and then down, up and over, now I'm going this way first, right? I just pretend almost like I'm backpedaling in a kayak, right? I'm just kind of going the opposite direction. And same thing, you can start, if you started really big this way, start really big the other way. So now you're coming up with those strikes. Boom, like I'm striking under someone's chin, and then as they get good at that, just make it a little bit smaller until it's just wrist boom, back and forth. And then when you're ready to catch, boom, we can just point it up and catch it, right? So we got our forward, we got our backward, and both of those skills are gonna be really cool for level 3 of our form. Awesome. So teammates, homework for this week, remember, you're sending a video of this week's self-defense, crashing elbows as self-defense for a straight left punch. Let's bow out together. Natural stance, and attention!